Hey guys, it's Victor and...
Caffinejedi!
I should have said Gimmeaflakeman. I screwed it up. I'm drunk. Already. We already made a video for Caffinejedi. Caffinejedi. The toughest, coolest bitch. And I mean that as a compliment.
Thank you. I take it as a compliment.
She let me stay at her house today.
I know.
Her boyfriend's in the other room, so I can't touch too much. I know you guys want me to touch. Cathartically, you'd like to get the touching done. But I'm sorry, that's not going to happen in this video. Maybe in another video, which you can see on PornTube. But of course, that's not going to happen. You missed the, you got to go check out, before we get started, go check out the video we just made on Caffinejedi's channel, which by coincidence is also called Caffinejedi, and where we wear our pimp hats. Anyway, I am here in Bristol, no, not Bristol, Brighton.
Yes, you're in Brighton.
Is Bristol a place?
Bristol is a place, actually.
It's a place. Just happens to start with B. And you're never going to get one of these pigs, but I will. Haha. You'll have to go watch the other video to find out about that. And if you want to find out about the C word, go watch that video too. And then come back to this one. Okay, so we're in Brighton, and it's raining. It's the worst day, and it's finally just stopped raining now. Yeah. Right? And I'm having a really good time doing nothing touristic-y. So this is like my second day? Third day? I think it's my third day in England now. Yeah, third day in England. And I've just been walking around, just taking in the human sights, you know, just normal things that I think are fascinating. When I live in Japan now, of course, you lived in Japan, big deal. Who cares? No big deal. But for a long time in the beginning, I would walk around and think to myself, "Wow, I'm in Japan."
Oh, I did too.
So, do you feel that way about living in England?
Never. No, actually, I didn't.
It's a really beautiful place.
I think because I lived 3 years in Japan, when I went to England, I'm like, new place, whatever.
Whatever.
And people, like, I just didn't. I immediately adjusted really fast, and that was that. I had no issues. I mean, no, I had issues, but they weren't related to living here. I had issues because I was moving to a new place, and I needed to make new friends, and you know. So all kinds of new adjustments, which you know, happens anytime you move anywhere. But
right. So moving to Japan actually kind of prepared you better to live here.
Oh yeah. Like I would say that. Well, number one, I always tell everybody that you should live at least a year abroad at some point in your life. I think that it makes a huge difference. Like, it'll change your whole perspective on things. It really opens your mind up, which I know some assholes don't even like. They're like, I don't need diversity in my life, you know. You know who the fuck you are. You come to bitch on my channel. That's who the fuck you are.
This video is going on my channel, and I seem to have a higher ratio of retards than you do. And no offense to true mentally retarded people.
I mean, they are the morons, though.
Yes, but for some reason...
You have some retards within the morons.
The real morons, I mean, the real morons, they're beautiful, lovely people, as we saw last night.
Yes, we got to meet a lot of them.
We have 25 or so came out. It was amazing. I just went out, and at first it was like 4 people, then 6 people, then 8 people, then some guy brought 3 friends, and then, do they count? People who bring friends?
Yeah, we'll bring them. We'll say
but it ended up being like 25 people. It took up the whole bottom part of a section of a bar. And I gotta say, the English pubs, really for me, I mean, and I've seen tons of izakayas. And I suppose, yeah, izakayas are beautiful, but English pubs are quite impressive.
They are really pretty. Well, I never think izakayas as pretty. I think of them as good, as cheap, as fun.
Cheap? Wasn't cheap.
Izakayas are cheap.
I spent like 100. Oh.
No, I said
izakayas. Oh, izakayas. Okay. Sorry.
Pubs? No, I didn't say that.
But let me get back to my spending. I spent like $200 last night. I don't even
200
know
pounds, which is like fucking
pounds.
more than that. It's like $300.
I don't know when that happened. Suddenly I'm like, I have no more money.
I don't know. You were pretty freaking drunk though.
I have no more money.
I just remember trying to take him back to the train station. You're like, I'm like, I think you need to pay by card because you have no cash. And you just hand me your card, and I'm like, what the fuck? I had to put it in the machine. And I'm like,
I'm pretty
okay,
sure I just
Victor.
paid for her vacation to Venice or something.
That's what happened. You're gonna notice with a large. Like I need that.
British men and I guess you don't really have much experience with British men.
I don't. I mean,
okay, British people and Japanese people. A lot of Japanese people like to think that they have they have many similarities. Or they share many similarities with the British.
But absolutely not.
Really?
No way.
Apparently, they're more reticent than Americans.
Fuck no! And this is me who I'm saying fuck no. Oh my god. First off, I find that British people are very open. They're very in your face. They're very much willing to tell you exactly what's on their mind at that moment, all the time. They'll have no problem just being like, "Hey, you know, I think you're hot. I think you're ugly. I think you have a fucking weird face. I think you're smoking. Yeah." Really? I just they'll just be very open with their opinions, and I always find What actually caught me off guard was, okay, so I lived in Japan for 3 years, and there, Japanese people are very reserved. They don't like to talk about their personal lives so much, whereas when I went to England, and especially when I was in school, like when I was doing, which, they call it school, when I did a graduate degree, and I was in class, and I would just have people just suddenly tell me about their fucking sex lives, and just be like,
what?
Yeah, they'll be
Where?
In England, just my
like
English friends will be like,
any good lesbian stuff? Lesbian action?
Sorry.
Her boyfriend and I, Basti, we got up this morning and she was gone. So we watched Orange and Black the first 20 minutes, and we were lots of lesbian prison action.
Was it hot?
It was hot. Yeah, I think I was getting a little worried because he was getting more excited than I was. And I was like, Stephanie's not here. What do I do?
No, it's fine.
So
we can role play later.
So I'll pretend I'm a lesbian.
Who's gonna be the prison guard in this? Where's my handcuffs?
But seriously, why do you think Japanese people think that British people are so much like that?
I think because we still have this stereotype of like this upper crusty frou-frou person drinking a cup of tea at 4 p.m. during tea time and having a crumpet.
They think Japanese Japanese think that British people are basically like ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
gentlemen. Right? The British.
No, I mean they have like their, I guess, classism of sorts, but like no.
So they
no one I've met anyway. I've never met anyone that posh, but I've met enough people who are really cool and fun, and I love that about British people. I love that they're very
think
open.
The Spice Girls ruined the meaning of the word posh because.
Oh yeah, because what's her name? Bitch Spice.
I don't know what her name is. But
no.
I thought Posh Spice. Isn't there?
I don't know if she's a bitch or not.
Is there really a girl name?
No.
I don't know. I don't know them enough to know whether you.
It's Victoria Beckham. That's who it is.
She was Posh Spice?
Yeah, she was Posh Spice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Slutty Spice. Isn't that, she was the hot one? I don't know. But I certainly I've seen too many drunken Saturday nights on Brighton Beach to know that this is not true. And
it's a beautiful city though, Brighton. Really, they have these tiny alleys that rival the smallest alley in Tokyo for sure. Seriously, I think they're smaller here. But of course you can't get a car or a bicycle through there.
No. And we just don't have bikes in the same way that... I mean, they do, but...
Oh, yes. You don't see so many bicycles here.
You do, but it's just, like, not to the same degree.
But they have taxis that hold 6 people.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And don't cost us 8,500 yen to get in a taxi. That was the one thing I remember in Japan was the taxis were so ridiculously expensive.
Oh, really?
Because they always start you at least at 700 yen. That was, like, the starting rate.
Oh, and I think in Nagoya it's a little bit cheaper, like 600 yen.
Wow. No, I always had to pay at least like 720 yen. That was like the starting rate just to come.
Here it's 280. It's cheap.
Yeah, it's 280.
It's really
but
cheap here.
That's like pounds. $3.
So
it's like
$3.20?
maybe like 350 or something. I don't know. If anyone wants to fuck with my exchange rates, you can,
Yeah.
Honestly.
Sit on this and spin.
Like a basketball.
But British people, gentlemen. Okay, yeah. The one question I have for you, because you live here, I hear the word cunt thrown around quite liberally. And
Dios mío!
Dios mío, ¿qué dices? And so.
¿Qué putería? I don't know.
Puta de madre. Okay, so my question is, what is the equivalent to the C word in England?
In America?
No, because for us it's like a word you never say, right?
What do they never say here?
What do they never say?
Fuck, I have no idea.
I guess they say anything.
I've never heard such, remarkable amounts of cursing like they do in England. I should like record people because they know.
Japanese people think, especially students, they think, oh, the British never curse.
What? Oh my god. They curse like, well, more than Americans do, I think. I've always found that they just like let it rip.
They curse like soldiers.
Like they truly do. I love them though. I just find like English people just to be English people in particular. I mean, not to say not Welsh or Scottish people. I just don't meet them as much. But I live in England and I live in Brighton, so
I think Scottish people swear quite a bit too. But
they call everything shite. Yeah, like...
But the other thing that I don't do this to shock you, but I've noticed that on the British people will say nigger.
Dios
my
mío!
god! Oh my god! They will say that word, and I don't want to say the N word because it annoys me to say the N word, so I said it. But British people say that. I mean, they will not use it to address people of African descent, but I've seen it in comedy shows. But where Americans would never even try that.
Well, the thing is, I mean,
I think British are more daring than
because
Americans.
there aren't. I mean, there is. I can't say that racism doesn't exist in England. It does, God damn it. But I mean, it just like I guess blacks here don't have the same experience. It's not the same experience as the African American experience, which is a lot more like.
There were British slaves, though, weren't there, back in the day? Did they ever have slaves?
They did hundreds and hundreds of years before we did. Like.
Oh, they ended it before we did.
Yeah, quite a bit before, and they didn't really have.
They were progressive. Can you believe that?
Yeah, yeah.
That's depressing.
That's why you have to watch Downton Abbey. It'll teach you an English history.
Are there slaves in Downton Abbey?
No, but it just goes through like.
You know, I think that show is racist because I just realized there's no blacks on that show.
They say that next season is gonna have the first black character. Originally, it was rumored to be Sean P.Diddy Combs.
No way.
Okay.
Oh, I will not. I will not watch that show.
No,
I'm sorry about
it was a rumor. It was a rumor.
Sorry about your hat.
And so, but
fuck that guy. I hate that guy.
Oh my god, no! You have to see what he did actually, because it was actual rumor. So he made this thing online about it, and
no way.
It was it's hilarious. I think it's on like Laugh or Die or something like that. You have to look it up. It's
really.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Well, I'm a fan of Downton Abbey actually.
I love Downton Abbey.
Yeah,
I've seen them all.
Yeah, me too.
I've seen them all.
It's a great show.
Have you seen Downton Abbey does Breaking Bad?
No.
Have you seen the parody?
No.
All the characters of Downton Abbey do they pretend they're making meth and shit. It's cool.
I have to see that.
Especially like the gay guys in it and the.
Thomas.
Yeah. Oh, I love Thomas.
I love Thomas too.
What's gonna happen to Thomas? He's such an asshole.
He's such an but he's
Fuck
a lovable
that guy.
asshole.
Yeah.
But he's got these moments where you're like, you kind of
you feel sorry for him.
You feel sorry for him
because he's gay.
Because he's gay, and back in the day, being gay was like a crime and shit.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a crime. It's okay to be gay.
But he was a douche.
I know most of you guys are gay. It's okay.
I'm cool with that.
If you take offense to being called gay right now, then you're a racist against gay people, which is not a race, but you know what I'm saying.
I think that everybody has a level of gayness. There's actually something called this. There's like you could look it up. I don't remember the exact term.
Yeah, my level is 0. I'm so heterosexual, dude.
No, but there's always at least a little bit. Like you always meet that one. They'll always be like, who the hell is the? I'm sure. Okay, I can list off who I would totally go for.
I wish I had boobs.
Yeah, they're nice to have. Actually, they're very cushiony. I would say Mila Kunis, Natalie Portman.
Sorry.
These are the chicks I would totally go for.
Oh, okay.
These are the ones that would turn me lesbian.
What are we talking about? Because I'm getting
that
hot
whole
now.
like that Black Swan. There was one more and shit. I forgot who it was, and it's gonna drive me nuts.
The girl that you would do?
Yeah.
Not Reese Witherspoon.
No.
Not Meg Ryan.
No. Someone young. Oh yeah, the one Jennifer Lawrence. She's awesome.
Oh really?
I like her a lot. I just think she's really down to earth, and like whenever you hear her in interviews, and she just seems like really cool. So that one too. Jennifer Lawrence, Hunger Games style. Hunger Games.
For some reason, I can't see her doing any lesbian. I think you got to be a little more.
Did you ever see Silver Lining Playbook?
No.
Oh, that's a fucking amazing movie. And in the movie, she mentions that she basically is this person who slept with all these people, and she's like, and the guy's like, were any of them women? And she's like, yeah. How was it? And she's like, hot.
Gillian Anderson has confessed to homosexual activity.
Gillian Anderson. Agent Scully!
Hot. But now she's got a new show. It's actually based in England.
Really?
Or in Scotland or something. Or, one place not exactly London because they all get sensitive. Oh, it's not all the same. Whatever. Who cares?
People always think I live in London. I don't live in London.
It's called The Fall.
I have to look it up.
It's only 5 episodes a season, though. Like, the whole first season's over. It's five episodes.
Hey, my web series is only going to be 8, so...
You should do 5 and then 5 more.
I don't have the budget. Well, we're doing 8.
Just do 5.
Shut the fuck up. We're doing 8.
All right.
I wrote the script. We did for 8. It's gonna be 8. 8 episodes. Look it up, by the way, people. I know this is gonna be way in the future. But.
So you want to have sex with Jennifer Lawrence?
Yes, and Natalie Portman. And Mila Kunis.
So in the male homosexual world, I understand. I'm not tutored in this area, but. Apparently there's usually a male and a female part to the relationship. Mm-hmm. But in lesbian relationships, I guess it's more equal.
Like, I don't want, okay, I'm sorry, if I'm gonna...
More equal?
It's kind of strange for me. I mean, I know that there's people out here who are gay, but, like, for me, I don't know about I would be more attracted to, like, attractive women. Like, women who men find attractive, I also find attractive.
But I think those women are more interested in manly women, no?
Yeah, but then, would that make me, like... The dude in the relationship?
You need to be like more butch.
But I don't think I'm butch enough.
You're not very butch.
I just say fuck a lot and drink ice wine. This doesn't make me fucking butch. It's like make me.
Your attitude is kind of butchy. But you're not physically butchy.
I'm petite and like a little tiny thing. You know that now. He met me in real life. For the record, I'm 5 feet tall.
Really?
Yeah, I'm 5 feet tall.
Not even 5'2"?
Nope, exactly 5. Look at my driver's license. Oh no, the pigs.
Sorry about the pigs.
It's cool.
Anyway, you've been gone from Japan for how long now?
It's been 2 years, about a little more than 2
Okay,
years.
what do you miss about Japan?
The
That's
fucking
most of these
food.
people. The food. Yes.
The food.
I gotta tell you, I had fish and chips. It's good, but it's not. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I'd
sorry.
rather-
England isn't exactly famous for the food. Sorry.
I did have I had something called a Sunday roast 2 days ago.
Oh yeah, how was it?
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Great.
those aren't bad.
It was huge.
If you go to the right restaurant,
And I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
I've had Sunday
You
roast.
probably
I've
have
had
no
Sunday
problem
roast
believing
before. They're quite nice.
Mm.
But I enjoy
It's something called mince.
mincemeat pie,
No, mince cream or mince.
spinach mince
It's a mince sauce. Mince sauce. That's what it is.
mint sauce. I don't know.
It was amazing.
I think well, I definitely miss.
And I put it on beef, but apparently you're supposed to only put it on lamb. I was told later.
Fuck that! I put whatever sauce I want on anything. If I want to have my fucking steak with mustard, I will.
Yeah.
Damn.
Who's gonna tell us how to eat our food?
I want it. I want
Who's
it.
gonna tell us about good taste?
But
No. So what else do you miss in Japan?
Okay, besides the food, 'cause food is a huge.
Well,
thing.
England is basically safe
Safe from what?
from other human beings because those are the most dangerous animals.
I mean, yeah, it's a fairly safe country.
I'm not
I
joking
mean,
about that.
I know people are like, oh, I used to live in Tokyo, and no, not just Tokyo. I lived in Fujishida, Tokyo, and Gimmeaflakeman. And yeah, it was safe. Like I never had any issues, with the exception of that guy who tried to take my shirt off once.
What?
Yeah, it was the first day I was there.
Was that Tokyo Sam?
No, it wasn't Tokyo Sam. It was a crazy guy. A crazy guy.
Some crazy guy tried to take your shirt off in Japan?
Yep, a Japanese dude. He was nuts. He was actually like mentally nuts.
Okay, well, that doesn't work. I don't think
I
it
don't
counts.
think it was like I can't count it as that, but it did happen the first day I was there, so it freaked me the fuck
Welcome
out.
to Japan! Woo!
Yeah, kind of. I was like, what the hell? You know, that freaked me out.
Where were you?
This was in Fujishida.
You just arrived at the station?
Kind of. Like I was just walking around town, and some guy said hi, and I said hi back, and he like immediately comes up to me and tries to take off my shirt.
How?
He just comes up to me.
Unbuttoned,
He just tries to.
Was
do
there
that.
any
Like,
Was there any music playing?
It was fucking scary. Actually, I was terrified.
Oh, really?
It was a terrifying experience.
That's because
And then I saw him later. And
That's because you're a feminist.
it's exactly what I'm an evil feminist, and I hate men. And
I'm sure it's
you
just a
know,
misunderstanding.
and that's why I, you know,
You're making a big deal out of nothing.
it was just a crazy guy. That's the end of the story. The story is that it wasn't a Japanese typical guy. It was just I
But
came
my
across a
question:
mental
what do you
person.
miss about Japan?
I miss
The food
I miss the
and-
food. I miss the festivals.
Festivals?
I miss the traditional clothing that I would just see all the time. You know, you just see it.
Ah.
So like, there's traditional clothes, and like, it's not even like a thing.
No traditional clothing in England.
Like, people don't like, you know, what do you don't wear? I don't know, what is traditional clothes here? Like a big fluffy fucking dress? No, but the phone is ringing. So you get to, yeah, ignore the phone. I miss. Now we can cut this part out. Good job, Ryan. You can see Ryan. Come here, Ryan. Ryan gets to be in our video for a minute. I miss.
I wish someone would come over here and just kiss my ass. Oh, Ryan. This is Ryan. You're not really quite in the
Yeah,
picture.
squeeze in, Ryan. Squeeze in, bitch. I mean, Ryan.
This is Ryan. We pay him to be in the... Well, she pays him, actually. I don't pay him anything.
Yeah.
And destroy the set
Thanks,
immediately.
Ryan.
But they have a quite funny
Yeah.
video with Coughlin.
Coughlin 616.
Jim the Dick, what's his name? Dick the...
Richard the
Richard the Dick Coughlin, who used to be one of my favorite atheists, I guess, YouTubers. But I don't watch it much anymore, just because he doesn't make many videos anymore.
Yeah, there you go. Now we're all squeezed together.
But he's a very funny guy, and I'm really sorry I didn't get a chance to meet him.
He's cool, yeah.
But I got to meet you, who met him, so it's kind of like if I touch you, it's
Yeah.
like next time you touch him, it's similar.
I'll touch him for you.
Touch it for me. So what else do you miss about Japan?
I miss the. Oh man, you know, okay, this
Anything.
is gonna sound really odd, but I miss the chains. Okay, look, American chains. Like, I'll give you an example. Like TGI Fridays, like Hooters,
But
like
they have
Outback.
TGI Fridays.
Yeah, like but I'll give you. I have to say something. Japan does American chains better than America does. England does them worse. In terms of
But you
quality
still
of food.
have TGI Fridays in
Yeah, but they
in
suck
England.
here. But
I haven't
in
been
the
inside.
the ones in, I think it was Shibuya. Oh, Shibuya, my favorite station.
They have a TGI Fridays?
Yeah, there was TGI Fridays in Shibuya. And they also have an Outback Steakhouse, which was amazing.
Oh, Outback's is good. But Outback's is actually from Florida.
Are they?
Yeah.
The Australian
They're
themed
from Tampa,
American
Florida.
restaurant.
I looked it up once. I was surprised.
No rules, just rides. I love that. But I would say those are the big ones that I miss. I miss my students, my little munchkins from back in the day.
You know what? I often feel like I get an emotional bond.
I do.
I create an emotional
I feel
bond
really
with my
bad. That's why I couldn't teach anymore.
But they don't care about us.
No, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. My munchkins. They probably forgot about me.
Yeah.
Shut up! I don't want to believe that. You're so sweet.
But that's good. That's good. It's okay to care one way. It's okay. They don't have to care.
Now we can ask Ryan questions. Hi, Ryan.
Has he ever been to Japan?
Ryan, have you ever been to Japan?
No.
No? Would you like to go?
Yes.
You can be honest.
Yes.
Really?
I would like to go there at some point, and then
leave.
Yes.
I
would not like to be assimilated.
Touch it and then leave. You will be assimilated.
They'll eat you. Those Japanese girls.
Resistance is futile.
Will eat you alive.
You gotta admire the Borg.
The Japanese? No.
Anyway, this has been Caffinejedi. I paused because I forgot her name for a second because I was going to say Steph.
My name is actually Stephanie. So.
Stephanie. Caffinejedi and the Bunny Beater. And he masturbates bunnies apparently on his channel. I've never seen the channel, but I'm assuming from the name that's what he does. Which, I got to hand it to you because that's something I would never do. But...
You're going to touch my hand now.
Yes.
Ooh. We need to talk later.